It's Friday, it's the 1st of June, the weekend's almost here. I'm Matthew Wright and I'm thrilled to say my guests this morning are Tory MP Rehman Chishti. Little Gail Porter is back, well rested I can see. And down the far end is Love Sport Radio's afternoon talk show host, Kevin O'Sullivan. Makes a change to say Fleet Street's finest, which I must used to stick in the claw of the throat.
I am Fleet Street's finest.
I'd agree with that.
Thank you. You're my favourite Tory MP.
And how did you know?
Loving has already started. Well, you were going to catch up properly in just a moment. You were actually in number 10 as Prime Minister now. How do you remain and leave happy when it seems that either side can vote you down?
Well, the reality is what you have at the moment. It's you don't have a clear mandate in relation to the seats in Parliament. You know, at the last general election in 2017, we got the largest number of seats, we got the largest share of the vote, but we didn't get the outright majority that we needed to form a government on our own. We had to go into a coalition supply and demand with the DUP. And when you're in that position, then of course things get difficult, because what you put in your manifesto, because that's what you want to deliver, you are limited to a certain extent because you've got to rely on others. But on the Brexit point, I think the reality is this. One thing you can't move away from, and I think we're united in the Conservative Party, is Brexit will happen. There is no second referendum, which some on the Labour Party would say, you know, they would want to see a second referendum. That's not going to happen. The issue that you have is, how do you now take Brexit forward? Because when people voted for Brexit, Brexit meant many things to many people. There wasn't one issue on that. That's being really as frank as I can. And on that basis, now you've got the crux issue. First, it was citizens' right. We've overcome that. Then it was the issue about the money. Some said you can't give too much. We came down to 40 billion. Then there's the issue of the transition, how long that's going to be. So we've done all of that.
What about the split within the Tory party?
The split now comes. This is the split.
Actually do it.
The split. The split.
Then we want to talk about Saudi Arabia.
The split. Well, look, the split that you have at the moment, it's how you take it forward. Some say you want it's with regards to customs shooting, and there's some colleagues who want a complete break with Europe, and who are on the leave side, and there's some on the remain who say they accept the result, but they want more of a greater link in with Brussels on customs union, and that's where we're trying to find the best way forward to make sure that we deliver on what the public voted for, is controlling our laws, borders and money, but making sure we get a good team approach.
Alisher Usmanoff, a major Arsenal shareholder worth 14 billion, convicted of fraud and embezzlement. He's here.
It's the first time I've heard the name. I've never heard that name.
He knows where you live.
Everyone knows where you live. But
£1 billion reasons to let him back in. £1 billion worth of investment in our country at a time of trade wars, Brexit uncertainty.
What you've got to do, Matthew, you've got to have a system which is clear. I don't know the details of why this has happened or why this has not happened, but the reality is this: what people may then say is, just because you've got £1 billion, that means you come in, whereas somebody who may not have £1 billion, they can't come in. You've got to have a system which is fair and transparent. And
it's not £1 billion; it's £1 billion he's investing.
Yeah, of course. Just because you can invest £1 billion, I get a similar argument the other way from the former Bishop of Rochester, who says there's individuals who want to come, who are brilliant students in third world countries, but they can't come here because they can't show income in their accounts, and therefore you've got
But they're not necessarily contributing £1 billion into the UK. They're going to take an education from here, which they may pay for, and then they're going to live. £1 billion jobs.
You've got to have the same criteria applying to all, and the checks on where the money's coming from. You've got to be able to satisfy the authorities where the money's coming from. And I think on this one over here, nobody said he's not going to get it. Nobody said he's going to get it. There's going to be checks. And I think just because you have, you say you want to invest over £1 billion, you go top the list. I'm sorry, Matthew. For me, it's not those who shout the loudest get hurt the first. There is a process.
There is a change for Solar Bud, wasn't it? When we needed someone to help win races, and we found this South African girl who was happy to move. It's right. You're straight into the top of the queue. Come on in.
I think this is how I would do it. I'm not running the government, but I would say the way it should be is that there should be a criteria applied to everyone. Yes, brilliant. If you can bring investment money into the country, I think it's terrific. I think what he's done at Chelsea has been absolutely superb, even though I'm a Liverpool fan, but he's done well.
I mean, if he pulls the plug completely and the project stymies, goes away.
Well, look, I would say that there's other people who are willing and wanting to invest in the United Kingdom. We saw about the individual from the United States who wants to buy Wembley. Yeah, so there's individuals ready to buy. They're ready, and we've seen what's happened in Manchester City. People are contributing billions into our economy.